Thank you, Mr. President. I heard the comments of my colleagues earlier. I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. First of all, what we're dealing with in large part is a plan drafted by them. So to the extent they've got problems with it, they should talk to their colleagues who assembled this mockery of a process almost a decade ago. The things we're changing are improvements to make it fairer. Perhaps they're upset because knowing they were on the downslope of their long majority, they tried to build in protections for themselves for when they were no longer in the majority. And now that day has come. Thankfully, I might add. Now, I thought it was amusing that Senator O'Mara kept referring to Citizens United because it says a lot about what they think of the democratic process. Let me correct him. Citizens United is the Supreme Court case that says corporations can spend freely in our elections. It should be overturned, but that's got nothing to do with what we're talking about here today. I believe he was referring to Citizens Union, which is one of the groups here in New York. What I would like to do is cite organizations I consider more credible. Common Cause, NYPIRG, and Reinvent Albany have a statement of their own that says that the proposals that we have before us today is laudable specifically because it eliminates the partisan commission voting rules. And it eliminates the convoluted rules that change depending on the partisan makeup of the legislature. This is a democracy. You don't get to bake in an advantage for the Republican Party for all times just because you're a member of the Republican Party. Yes, the voters approved the language that's there today, and the voters will have to approve the changes we're proposing. If it gets on the ballot in November of 2021, it does go into effect in January of 2022, but the commission will have full knowledge that it's going to go into effect for a full 2 months. So they can prepare accordingly and plan so that when we hit January 1, they can comply with the new calendar requirements in this proposal. So I've seen a lot the last couple of years in our time in the majority here, and I must say the unfairness of what the legislative process used to be is really evident when those that abused it for so long are now complaining that they're on the receiving end. And even still, we try and be fair. What we're trying to do here is just eliminate the provisions that created that unfairness. We're not saying we could do whatever we want. We're not saying get rid of this commission, which I opposed at the time, I might add. We're just saying let's take some of the worst things that you did in here to give a minority a permanent advantage is not going to stand. That's not how democracy works. You don't get to be rejected by the 19+ million people of New York State and then say, but I'm still going to have power over redistricting more than the majority party. It's an affront to democracy. It explains why most of you voted against all our efforts to allow more people to vote just yesterday. And fortunately, we have a majority now that cares about people being heard and that cares about what the majority of the state want. That's what this proposal does. I'm proud we have the support of such great organizations for the provisions of this proposal. From Common Cause, from NYPIRG, from Reinvent Albany, they have, and just to clarify, they have said they want us to go even further in changing what you have created. But they do say that what we have done in proposing today is an improvement over what exists today. And that is why I'm voting in the affirmative, Mr. President. Thank you.